What's up, and welcome to another electrifying episode of Night Kids After Dark for September 11th, Monday. I'm your host, BTGPlays, alongside my co-host, the gamer guru, YanoNick. What is
happening? How
up?
you been?
I'm all right, man. It's Monday. It's a Monday.
I do want to say it is 9/11, and I just want to recognize that this was a hard day for a lot of people, and myself included. But
Yeah, especially
yeah,
being in the DC area.
man,
DC, New
so
York as well. But the whole nation as one. What is it? Remember 9/11?
we did a moment of silence before we got started for work today, so I thought that was really cool, even acknowledging it in that way.
Surprisingly, we didn't do that at my job. I think,
Oh,
weird. Now that I think about it, I guess they just don't want to bring it.
negative attention.
Yeah, like start the day off like, oh, it's Monday and remember all this sad stuff. But it's a new day. It's a new day.
It is. Life goes on, man.
Yeah. So, what you been up to? You been playing anything lately?
A lot of Starfield. I have not gotten very far, to be honest. Between Starfield, Madden, and Kitty Island Adventure. Those are the games we've been playing over here.
The real question is, how far have you gotten in the One Piece live action?
Ooh, great question. We just met Sanji. Now, the reason why it's taking me
Oh, it's a good episode, bro.
is because I've been watching with the lady and we're making time and we are dissecting every episode because she's new to One Piece and she's just like, I want to see more of Buggy. She wants to
Oh,
see
Buggy.
more of the
Buggy is a great character. Yeah, it's
great
that.
character indeed.
I don't know if you guys finished that episode. You just started it.
Started it.
Okay, have they done his flashback yet? Well, I guess he has multiple flashbacks. But
The first one we saw.
the dark one?
I mean,
No,
it's
you
pretty
haven't seen.
dark, but
Uh
all I have to say is sometimes you have to eat. That's all I have to
okay.
say.
All right, just so you know, that is different from the anime.
Yeah.
But it's this that's how it was in the manga.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. Cuz in the
Wow.
yeah. Cool. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it because season 2 was confirmed. They already have the script done. I'm so excited for season 2 because I already know season 2 is going to be like we get to meet if we get to meet the rest of the crew. Oh, man, that'd be great. You'll have Nico Robin, Frankie and Chopper. Oh, and Brooks. Oh.
Did we don't we have a new member too? What's the dude's name from the fish island?
Yeah, but that's like a later on.
Much later
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You meet him early on, but he doesn't join till later on for his reasons.
So
yeah.
excited, man.
But yeah, that's great. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. All right, well, enough about One Piece. Let's get into today's stories. So they include a Nintendo Direct might be this week, and PlayStation Plus is increasing their prices and more because this is Night Kids After Dark podcast where games discuss gamer things every Monday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern right here on twitch.tv/Team Night Kids. If you don't want to watch live, you can always watch us later on Anchor, Spotify, YouTube podcast. You have the VODs on there and on Anchor. Or you can search podcast services by searching the 4 words Night Kids After Dark. Remember, if you like the show ad free, hit that sub button. It is September. We greatly appreciate it. Any housekeeping? Oh, housekeeping. I know Yano has loaded the interview video from the Night Kids Kickback Party. We are also going to be uploading that on the Night Kids channel on YouTube, so you guys are able to watch it on there too. Just good night, y'all. Just to not you guys, my kids. Good night.
Good night.
But Yeah, so we can get our content like in one place, so you're not all over the place. Anything from you, you know?
Still working on the BlurCon video. I would say we are at least halfway there. I see that I'm gonna have to shorten the video a lot there. I am interested from you guys, the listeners and viewers. Do you like long form content or do you prefer short form content? Please let us know in the comments. That's very helpful to and enjoyable content.
A great question. And I want to know what you guys want to see more of, or what types of new content you would like to see from us. That's a good point, you know? All
Mhm.
right. Well, with that, it's time to press start, gamers. Let's dive into story number one. Topic number one is Nintendo Direct. This comes from my Nintendo News. Known leaker Pyoro or Pyoro or Pyro, I don't know. Either way, he's a known leaker. Says F Zero will feature in September 2023 Nintendo Direct. Uh, Update: Pyoro has also mentioned a new Donkey Kong game and the Princess Peach game will also feature at the upcoming Nintendo Direct. Pyro, who is generally bang on the money when it comes to leaks, has teased this afternoon that the beloved F-Zero series will be just one of the many games shown during the rumored September 2023 Nintendo Direct presentation, which is rumored to be this week. Pyoro sent out a teaser this morning stating on the social media platform X, or Twitter, we know Twitter, let's just say fans have a certain MATLAB function let me restart that. Let's just say fans of a certain MATLAB function will be happy with the upcoming direct. A fan then replied by saying it will most likely be F-Zero Advance for Game Boy Advance app, which is available for Nintendo Switch Online, plus expansion pack members. Pyoro then replied no. As always, this is a rumor and Nintendo has not announced a September Direct as of yet. So, possibly a Nintendo Direct this week. How do you feel about this, you know?
Man, I'm excited. You know, first off, let me be clear. We did cover here on this channel the rumored F-Zero game. We talked about it. Now, we didn't know if it was going to be a new IP or if it's going to be, I mean, not IP, but new game, or if it's going to be a game brought back. And now it's starting to seem like it may be a Game Boy Advance remake.
Oh,
I mean,
he actually said no. So a
no.
fan had said that it was going to be F-Zero Advance for Game Boy Advance app, and he said no, it's not. So this is, if it's not going to be an old game, it sounds like this is going to be a
New
new game. And yeah, from the stuff that this dude Pyoro has put out, he is on the money. Like, he hasn't missed anything yet. I mean, eventually a leaker is gonna miss,
right.
but with it being rumored this week and so it's crazy. I'm excited that, because the way he does his leaks is he does it in like riddles. So this, I had no idea what this meant. I had to Google it. He said, let's just say fans of a certain MATLAB function will be happy with the upcoming direct. So apparently MATLAB is like a programming application, and one of the functions in there, or it's in Excel as well, that one of the functions is F parentheses 0 parentheses. So
Oh, F-Zero.
yeah, so apparently that's how he does his leaks, and I think that's pretty cool. Uh, and to be honest, I'm super excited for F-Zero. We haven't had an F-Zero game in like, I don't know, 20 years.
Forever. Last one
Look,
was on the GameCube, right?
I mean, I guess if you count the advanced one, when was the
Oh, right.
last F-Zero game?
Fun fact, the last Nintendo Direct was August 31st, 2023. So, how close do they normally have their directs?
There's no, they don't really have no timeline. You know, Nintendo's gonna Nintendo. They do what they want. But the
True.
last F-Zero game was F-Zero Climax, and that came out in 2004. So we're, yeah, about 10 years. I mean,
Whoa.
no, that's 20 years.
2004?
20
Yeah, that's
years,
fun.
about 20 years. Yeah. Yeah.
Yikes.
So that is pretty crazy. And, uh, I've always been a fan of F-Zero since the Super NES F-Zero, but I haven't played another F-Zero since, which is crazy.
Since the Super Nintendo
Since the
F-Zero?
Super NES F-Zero, I have not
What?
played an F-Zero since then.
You didn't play the N64 version with the great music and be able to play with 4-player battle?
Let me look it up because I really don't remember if I did.
And then the
I
the
probably
GameCube
did.
version was great.
Oh, I definitely didn't play the GameCube version. Let me see. What was it? Is
Oh
it called
man.
F-Zero 64?
I think it's
F-Zero.
called F-Zero.
Oh, no, no. It's called F-Zero X. I did play this one.
X.
I did. And it was cool. I liked it. I definitely did like it. But the Super NES one just had that thing was a banger, man. I love that game.
It looked great. It played great.
Yeah, so I mean, this is I'm hoping that this is like a revitalization of the series and this is like a mainstream Nintendo game. Like they put the work in to do it, but I don't think that's what it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be like I want to because Nintendo has like their levels of what they do. They have their AAA Nintendo games, their AA, and then the ones that they just throw out there just because.
Mm.
Right. And I feel like this one it might be one of the ones they just throw out there.
No.
And I hope it's not. I hope it's not. But we'll see. I mean, I just love the music and everything from this game.
I'm gonna say one last thing on this before we move on. F-Zero is such an underrated franchise or game. It really needed just a first off, a lot of people don't play as much racing games anymore. And then the racing games that we do play are usually the Mario Karts and what was the other one? Jet Grind Radio. Is that a racing game? Would you consider that? Anyway,
Maybe. Well,
what does
let's
this game need to be successful?
nothing. It just needs to come out. That's it.
It needs to come
Like
out.
I think Nintendo just like they're like, well, we have Mario Kart. That's our racer. Like we don't need to put any more work into another racer unless it's Mario Kart. And I hate that because F-Zero was so good.
It was. And Diddy Kong Racing, but that's rare.
And yeah, Diddy Kong is too close to Mario Kart, so they not messing with that. But no. And then yeah, before we leave the store, because we got so caught up on F-Zero, they said a Donkey Kong game is going to be announced.
Donkey Kong game?
Yeah, it said it also mentioned a new Donkey Kong game and the Princess Peach game. Now, with the hype of Super Mario Bros. Movie and Donkey Kong was in there, played by Seth Rogen, do you think, because we haven't had a Donkey Kong game since Tropical Freeze?
Yeah, that was on the Wii U, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is also
that was a long time ago.
But that was a long time ago, and it was a great game. Let me just fact check real quick, so I can make sure that was the last Donkey Kong game.
Maybe it came out on the Switch. I could be wrong.
It did come out on Switch.
It did. Okay, cool.
But
that was the last.
Was it originally on Switch or no?
I thought it was on the Wii U, and maybe I don't know. Don't quote me. My
no, I'm pretty sure. I feel like this had to be. I don't know. It's
what
it is on Switch. 2018 May 4th is when it came out, which would be
May 4th,
the same time as this. This came out around the same time the Switch launched, like a few months afterwards.
Really?
I don't, because didn't the Switch launch in November or something?
No, the 2017 the Switch launched November 2017. Then 2018 we got Smash Brothers on the Nintendo Switch. Yo, what's going on, Rocky?
Interesting. But yeah, so that's the last Donkey Kong game. I think I hope this is a mainline Donkey Kong game. And I hope it's rumor has it that it's being made by the same team that worked on Odyssey,
Oh,
Mario Odyssey.
okay. I
So
like the Odyssey.
yeah, so that's a big thing. I hope this is like a big Donkey Kong game.
Mm.
DK
They
Donkey
need
Kong.
one.
They do. They do.
And the Peach game too. Let's real quick. I know we're harping on this topic, but the Peach game we also talked about, and or at least a rumor Peach game, and
Oh
we
no,
looked up to
they showed
see.
it. They showed it at the
Oh, they
direct. Remember, they
did.
showed like a little teaser, but we don't know what the game's about.
Right. So
So I
hopefully we get one.
yeah, I definitely do think they're gonna show more of that game. And still
Oh man.
excited about Wonder coming out later. So yeah. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the story number 2, which is still a Nintendo story. Uh Charles Martinet, iconic voice of Mario, retires from performing as the character in video games. Martinet brought to life Mario's unforgettable catchphrases like "Mamma Mia," "Wahoo," and "Let's a go." Charles Martinet, the iconic voice of the video game for Mario for decades, is stepping down from recording character voices. Now a Mario ambassador, Martinet will travel the world and interact with fans on behalf of the gaming company. Martinet started in 1991, and his first major performance as the mustachioed plumber was in 1996's Super Mario 64, the landmark 3D platformer that introduced much of the world to Mario's enthusiastic Italian intonation. He's credited for voicing Mario and a handful of other Mushroom Kingdom adventurers, including Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, in over 150 Nintendo games, bringing to life Mario's unforgettable catchphrases. Martinet left his mark on some of Nintendo's biggest properties, including Mario Kart, Super Mario Galaxy, and Mario Party. Martinet even had a brief cameo in this year's The Super Mario Bros. Movie, in which Chris Pratt took over as Mario. Charles Martinet has been the original voice of Mario in the Nintendo games for a long time, as far back as 64. Nintendo of America said in a statement posted to Twitter. Charles is now moving into the brand new role of Mario Ambassador. With this transition, he will be stepping back from recording character voices for our games, but he'll continue to travel the world, sharing the joy of Mario and interacting with you all. It has been an honor working with Charles to help bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank and celebrate him. Please keep an eye out for a special video message from Shigeru Miyamoto and Charles himself, which we'll post at a future date. Martinet shared Nintendo's statement on his Twitter account, writing, "My new adventure begins. You're all number one in my heart." What does this mean?
I think what it means is when there is a, let's say for example, Nintendo's found at what's it called? E3. We'll probably see Charles there as the ambassador for Nintendo or at other tournament events by Nintendo.
I think, well, okay,
Uh,
I agree with that. He's gonna be able to go see the fans and still be Mario, and people are gonna get to meet him, and he gets to end his career on a high note, right? But what does this mean for Nintendo and Mario and the characters, like the voices? What are we
mm,
going to get new voices for them? Is Chris
Great
Pratt gonna
question.
be Mario's voice now? Like, are we looking at Mario actually getting some full dialogue in his games, or what's happening?
You know what? That's a great question because with Mario RPG coming out soon, there's a very strong chance we might get voice acting or voiceover work for them. I do know for a fact that Mario is going to have a new voice for them since Charles will not be doing it. I don't know if I have a voice in my head that needs to sound like Mario, but at this moment, they could do something new and I could enjoy it.
They're just gonna use AI.
That's what Frankie G said.
Oh, did he say that? Oh, that's crazy.
So, I, mean, 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 I, mean They could do AI. That is, I mean, a lot of people are using AI technology often, so there's a possibility Mario's voice may not be by an actual person.
Maybe they'll just get like Idris Elba to do his voice.
Yes, please give us Idris Elba Mario voice.
Oh man. Well, good luck to him, and I hope I get to meet him one of these days. That would be great.
Who, Charles or Idris Elba?
Both. Both of them. Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. I'm telling you, AI.
Well, hopefully it's not bad. I mean, to be honest, the way AI is going nowadays, like I don't even know. I didn't listen to so many fake rap songs by AI. I'm like, dang man, this AI got it, bro. They might be the best rapper alive.
I can't even tell what pictures are real anymore at this point. Some pictures are starting to look AI generated pictures look so real. I can't tell the difference.
All right. Well, any last thoughts?
Excited for Nintendo Possible Direct and seeing Charles, the voice actor Mario, in person.
Story number 3. This comes from Push Square. I think that's what they're called. Push Square. Borderlands studio Gearbox may be sold by Embracer Group, it's claimed. Embracer Group, the company that has gobbled up developers and IPs over the past few years, is reportedly looking at selling off Borderlands developer Gearbox Entertainment. The Swedish firm's fortunes have taken a turn for the worse over the past few months, so despite only purchasing the publisher just over 2 years ago, it could be the subject of a sale, having received interest from third parties. That's according to Reuters, citing 3 sources familiar with the situation. It said a sale is only Excuse me, I had to sneeze. It said a sale is only a possibility at this stage, with no concrete plans set yet. A third party purchase would allow the Embracer Group to shore up its finances as it goes for a company wide restructuring, which began in June. This has led to the closure of certain studios as well as employee layoffs. Uh, and we talked about this last week. The first studio to fall was Campfire Cabal, which was never given the chance to even release a game, and then it was the turn of Saints Row developer Volition. The Embracer Group has had a heavily scale back its efforts after a $2 billion agreement with another company fell through, speculated by Savvy Games, which is funded by the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. PS5 console exclusive Star Wars The Knights of the Old Republic remake is also in development at the Embracer Group owned Team Saber Interactive. But it's been hit with a lot of problems during production. Whether we'll even make it to market at this point remains very much in the air. Oh Lord.
Oh man, cross your fingers, y'all.
Yeah, so we talked about how Embracer Group made this irresponsible purchase of all these IPs, and we lost Volition, which has Saints Row, Red
Saints Row.
Faction. They pretty much just axed them. They weren't even sold off to anybody. I mean, at least with this, Borderlands and Gearbox is at least gonna get sold to somebody and continue to work. And this is what we were talking about with them being irresponsible and affecting so many jobs and so many people. And this isn't no like small studio. This is Gearbox, and they make Borderlands. You know what I mean? Borderlands isn't a crappy IP or anything like that, and they're getting sold. And then you're talking about Knights of the Old Republic remake, which we've been hearing so much about, and they're with Saber Interactive. If they're having problems in production now, I don't even see this game coming out unless they get sold.
Oh, and even then, there's going to be tons of problems because when companies switch hands, there's still going to be layoffs. There's still going to be a change of ideas or mismanaging of ideas. Things are going to be lost. It's going to be hard to recover from this, and I'm kind of concerned, to be honest.
I just hope that Borderlands gets sold to somebody great. Maybe Maybe Xbox will buy them or Microsoft. Or maybe Sony
They
will buy them.
could.
I feel like
I mean,
Borderlands would be a great pickup for Microsoft.
I think so actually. I could imagine that. Hmm. I would actually like to see probably would. Yeah, they probably might. There's a strong chance that Gearbox might be purchased by Microsoft. Very strong possibility.
Oh yeah, you know, Rookie brings up a good point with the Activision deal because the Activision deal is looking closer and closer to being complete. Um,
Mhm.
that might actually stop them from picking up Borderlands. They might not be in the market to pick up anybody for a little bit.
Really? Oh, because they're
Yeah.
gobbling. Give me all the developers.
Well, you know, they've gone through all this hassle and litigation trying to get this huge deal because it's what, like 300 million or something crazy? No, something billion. It's a
It's in the billions.
yeah, it's billions of dollars that they're
But
spending to get Activision.
but we know the gaming industry in a general, as a whole, is a multi-billion-dollar industry, company, organization. It really is, and I am curious as to when other companies are going to figure this out and jump in.
Right. But what I'm saying with Microsoft is until that Activision deal's closed, they're not going to try to purchase anything else
Oh,
because
so
then
you're
that's
saying they're not going to buy?
right because that'll work against them. They'll be like, "Oh, well, now you're trying to buy up another IP. You're gonna make them exclusive too. Like, what's happening?"
I see.
We'll see. We'll see. But this is just sad news for everybody.
Not good news at all. Unless you don't like Gearbox or any of their games, then you're probably like, ha ha. Terrible news though, because people are going to lose their jobs.
Let's go to story number 3. Was it tree? Yeah, story number 3.
Tree. 4.
So some Sony news, just because it's an exclusive. Uh, some BGC new Spider-Man 2 screenshots show off Times Square in Brooklyn. 3 new Spider-Man 2 screenshots have been published showing off several locations player will get to visit in the upcoming sequel. The screenshots below were released as part of the New York Times feature focused on games recreation of New York City. They show off Times Square plus Coney Island and Grand Army Plaza Arch in Brooklyn. So I'm gonna show you guys these pictures, and the only reason I pulled this story up is because I am amazed at how much they've added in the city of New York compared to Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. I thought those cities were alive, but when I saw these pictures, I was like, holy crap. Uh Spider-Man 2 is definitely going to be epic. And apparently, before I show you all the screenshots, what did I read?
Mm-hmm.
That the map is like, oh, where do they have this? It's like the map is like 2 times or oh, it's 2 times larger than the previous titles.
2 times?
2 times. New York City was already huge in
It was
Spider-Man
already
1.
huge.
But here, let's take a look. Look at this screenshot of Times Square.
Wow.
Can you imagine being
Wow.
Spider-Man and swinging here? I don't even remember Times Square in Spider-Man 1.
I don't remember it at night.
Me neither. But I do. I definitely don't remember it looking like this because I don't remember billboards or anything like that.
Wow. Not like this.
Yeah, this looks crazy. Like amazing. All right.
And it said it's 2 times the size of the map.
2 times the size.
Wow.
Here's Coney Island. Oh my god, it didn't load up. Why is it not loading up?
Mhm.
There it goes. Look at Coney Island.
Wow.
Crazy. You got the roller coasters there, the fireworks. Like I don't even know how the mechanics are gonna work here with you climbing on stuff. It's gonna look great.
Yeah, it's going to look
Like
fantastic.
I hope you have a battle in Coney Island. It's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're most likely going to, because these if they're showing us these photos, we're most likely going to have to do something here, right?
right. I think so. And then you got the Grand Army Plaza. This I feel like it was in the game, but it did not in the Spider-Man 1, but it did not look like this. It's
I
like
like the
this.
word you use. It looks alive.
Yeah, this looks. Yeah, like this looks alive. Like this almost looks like a real picture. Like it's amazing. I feel like there's way more
What?
cars too.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what did they do differently? And that's probably it. More vehicles, more people, the greenery, that you can see the trees and bushes and everything,
I mean,
and the lighting.
yeah, it looks like it's a complete overhaul, to be honest. Like it looks like Unreal Engine 5. Like the textures look amazing. Like it really looks like I think what I was scared about with Spider-Man 2 was that the city was gonna feel the same. And just looking at
You
these
did.
these pictures, I can already tell that it's not gonna feel the same at all. Like I might actually want to just walk around as Spider-Man in this city.
And just walk around.
And Lot 4, yes, that's Grand Army Plaza in Spider-Man 2.
Man, it looks. Do you think we're gonna get a chance to play as any of the as Venom?
Oh, 100, not as Venom, but definitely as Peter Parker Venom, for
Oh,
sure.
that's cool.
Lot 4 said it doesn't look real enough. Well, I guess you're right.
It's enough for me.
Everybody has their opinion. He said the streets are all wrong. What's wrong with the streets? There's not enough potholes?
Maybe it needs to be wider and more trash.
Yeah, this looks crazy though. But yeah, as far as Spider-Man 2, huge game. We're definitely expecting great things out of it. Uh, like I said, that's probably gonna be the reason I get a PS5.
Ooh.
And yeah, I want to get a hot dog from the hot dog stand right here in the corner. It looks delicious from here.
Man, I can't wait for the game to come out.
Is this gonna be a day one purchase for you?
Day one. I will admit, Miles Morales, I did get day one, and I didn't play it for at least the first 3, maybe 4 months, only because of time. Like you said, time management is the biggest thing with us gamers. We have to figure out when we're going to be able to play things. I would like to get it day one, but I don't know if I'll be able to play it day one.
Just look at this. Remember the photo mode, like, or not even the photo mode in Spider-Man 1, but when the loading screen and you would see the suits. Oh my god, those little scenes look so good. But now I feel like look at Venom. I feel like it's gonna look like that all the time.
Man.
And
Yeah,
then
Venom looks sinister, man. He looks like a threat.
look at the lizard. Oh my god,
Man.
it's great.
Yes. It comes out this month.
The end of this month, correct? When is Spider-Man 2's release date?
It comes out.
Because that means I have to spend some money.
It comes out.
Oh, it's next month, October 20th.
Yeah, October 20th.
Still got some time, guys. I still got some time. So yeah, October 20th, PlayStation 5. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Game of the year?
Definitely in the lineup for it, I believe.
No, we haven't even played it, and everybody's already thinking. I don't think what? Yeah, I don't think it'll be game of the year, but it definitely will be up there for sure. For sure.
Professor Dexter said something that hit home with me. He said he does not see a fighting game winning game of the year. And I think there's some truth behind it. But let's say, for example, Spider-Man had a 2-player fighting game system in it. Do you think it would be considered a candidate? Would it be considered a good game?
I think I don't want to say that a fighting game can't win game of the year, but it's gonna take a lot, right? Not just like from the fighting and changing the whole genre and innovation, but I think in order for you to get to the point where you're gonna win game of the year, you gotta have a story. And I think the
Story.
closest game coming to that point would be Mortal Kombat, maybe Tekken.
Ooh.
Uh, because at least with Mortal Kombat, most of the time those games are looked at because people want to play the Mortal Kombat story.
Mm-hmm.
And the Mortal Kombat 1 story is no exception. Like, this is probably going to be one of the best stories that NetherRealm has ever told.
I believe so.
So yeah, I mean, it could. I think it's possible for games to win, fighting games to win Game of the Year. Maybe not in previous years, just because remember we would talk about the decline of fighting games and how people were
Mhm.
interested in them. This year is the revitalization of that. Like, you have more people than ever playing Street Fighter 6, which is
Mhm.
going to bring more people than ever to play Mortal Kombat 1. And if Mortal Kombat 1 does what it's supposed to do and has a great story, and you have these new people playing it, it's going to bring more people than ever to Tekken 8.
Mhm.
So
Man.
it's possible.
Okay. You won me over.
It is possible. All right, let's get to the last news story for tonight. This is a doozy. Well,
Mm.
maybe not for me yet. From VGC, Sony is raising PlayStation Plus prices by up to 35%. Sony has announced plans to increase the 12-month PlayStation Plus subscription prices by as much as 35%. This story actually came out last week, and I forgot to talk about it. And I was like, dang, you know what? I need to put this out here because I'm sure people are just out there blindly paying for their subscription and not
Yeah.
even realizing it. But from September 6th, the price of the 12-month subscription for services essential, extra, and premium plans will rise by at least 33% for each tier in the US, by at least 20% in Europe, and at least 19% in the UK. So currently, the PlayStation Essentials cost $59.99, extra is $99.99, and premium cost $119.99. Beginning next month, which is October, uh PlayStation Plus will be the essential will be $79.99 for the year, $134.99 for extra, and $159.99 for premium. The 12-month subscription will remain at a discounted rate when compared to purchasing the 1 month or 3 month subscriptions over a 12-month period, Sony said on Wednesday. A 1 month PlayStation subscription costs $9.99 for essential, $14.99 for extra, and $17.99 for premium. For current 12-month subscribers, the price increases will not take effect until their next renewal date that occurs on or after November 6th. However, any membership changes made on or after September 6th, such as upgrades, downgrades, or buying additional time, will update their plan to reflect the new prices. According to Sony Interactive Entertainment Director of Content Acquisition and Operations, Adam Michel, the price increases will enable us to continue bringing high quality games and value added benefits to your PlayStation Plus subscription service. However, there is no word on any additional value it would be offering subscribers. Uh, Sony has announced September PlayStation Plus essential games. They are Saints Row, Black Desert, and Generation Zero. All those are all
Saints
PS4
Row.
titles. Yeah, that was for PlayStation Plus essentials for September. So they
Mm.
they gave the first Saints Row for that. Microsoft increased Xbox prices in July. The monthly price of Game Pass console subscription rose from $9.99 to $10.99, and Game Pass Ultimate went from $14.99 to $16.99. PC Game Pass pricing didn't change and stayed $9.99. So that's a huge deal. What you have PlayStation Online?
I
Which
do.
which plan do you have? You know.
The essentials, the basic, the very first one.
So
So I'm
you
paying $60 a year.
which you will soon be paying $80 a
80.
year.
Uh,
Yeah.
here's the truth. Here's the truth. I don't know if I'm going to cancel because depending on when it's around, just being honest, let's say it's around the holidays, I think I'll probably renew it every year around the holidays. But if it's sometime around the beginning or the middle of the year, I don't know if I will, simply because the 9 times out of 10, I'm not playing my PlayStation. Well, that's not true because I've recently picked up Madden, so I've been playing that. But man, I don't know. That's a lot of money right there,
So
and they're not even announcing the value of it.
I was about to say, so what stops you from getting extra or premium?
I don't think I would benefit from them. I don't use it enough or in the way that it would be beneficial.
Because I think so. What with premium, you get like extra games and you get like previews, like you get to play like demos, pretty much.
And you get older games, or you get free games, other free games,
So
or
there's
access
different
to.
tiers of free games.
Correct.
So I think my thing with this is because I'm let's be transparent. Because even with Game Pass, I'm paying about the same amount, right? If I'm
Mhm.
because they don't have a yearly plan, they only have monthly.
Right.
So with and I have Game Pass Ultimate, so I'm paying $16.99 a year. So that's roughly about $170. I'm paying more actually, but I think the thing about it is, does the value? I feel like this is per person type thing. Like I can't tell you, hey, don't get PlayStation Plus Premium, don't get PlayStation Plus Extra, don't get it. It's not worth it to you. I think you really have to go deep into the library of what they provide to see if
Hmm.
it's worth it for you. Because the way that gamer math, this is how I justify having Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. My son plays plenty of games on the Xbox. Games that I don't play, but he plays a bunch of games on Game Pass. Those are games that I don't have to purchase, but would have had to purchase because he wanted to play them. So I get the value from that. And with Xbox now releasing, well, they've been doing day one releases. I feel like that's such a huge benefit, like especially if it's games that I was gonna buy anyway. So like
Yeah,
Starfield, I would have bought that game anyway. Saved me $80. All right,
a lot of money.
that's already half of my PlayStation or my Xbox Game Pass already. Uh, so like I think that's where the value comes from, and I don't see the value in PlayStation Plus Premium or Extra because of I feel like the games that are on there, you get better games with Essential than you do with Extra or Premium.
Mm.
Like the whole preview, playing a demo of a game, whatever. Like I could watch Twitch.
What if they took away one of those games, the free games per month? You know how you get two? They took one of them away, and you only you had to pay extra for to get the other game free, or get it for
I
the
mean,
extra fees.
it depends on what the games are, right? It doesn't matter if both the games suck. So
Yeah.
it really depends on the value. I don't. It's ridiculous that I gotta pay $80. I think the thing that really gets me with PlayStation Plus is I'm like, damn. Not only it's not even an option because you have to buy it to play online,
Hmm.
and it's like, damn, like what?
What's the point? Yeah.
I already pay for internet. Like, why do I need to pay you guys to play online? Oh man.
Well, we saw this coming when Nintendo went from being free. The Nintendo Switch Online, they started charging us for being able to play or have access to the online abilities of games, which didn't make sense to us because we were already playing them for free. And then
Oh,
on top of all things, the service was not really worth paying for unless they fixed it. And
right.
on Nintendo, they did not.
But you're talking about $30 for the whole year
Right. So
for
that's
your
what that goes about.
for your whole family. Like
Right, that's
that,
not
or
terrible.
$20 a year for just you. Like that's you're
but
paying what, $2 a month?
but the point is, we saw that this Nintendo move was going to cause the other two, Microsoft and Sony, to also raise their prices, and this is it happening.
And that's fine. The price increase is not the problem. It's how much they increased by.
It's a lot. 35%. Get out of here.
You talking about Xbox went from $9.99 to $10.99. All right, you're charging me an extra dollar a month. Cool.
Okay.
That's $12 a year. Cool. Like, but you're talking about going from 60 to 80, $20 a year. What? Or not 119 to 134?
That's it.
What?
Oh yeah, you want Call of Duty? Okay, fine. We gonna raise y'all prices.
That don't make no sense. That makes no sense. It's crazy. I could understand $5 increase. Even a $10 increase. I could be all right. You know what? All right. But yeah, dog. It's crazy.
We're laughing about it, but they have their hands in our pockets.
Not mine.
And they have the right to do so.
I don't got no PlayStation. And that's gonna kill me. Cause you know what? If I get a PlayStation 5 for Spider-Man, and look, I don't need
You
online.
don't need internet. Yeah.
Right? Unless they tell me, yeah, I need internet access for DRM or whatever. That would piss me off.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, and then you're paying, I won't have cloud saves, which kind of sucks. I mean, it sucked more back in the day because my son would delete my saves.
Oh no.
And I'd be like, oh crap, but I wouldn't get mad because the saves were in the cloud. I could just restore them. Nowadays, he's older and that doesn't really matter. He knows what to do. But yeah, I know a few people who are going to be canceling their PlayStation subscriptions, and if they've decided that any online multiplayer games are just going to play on PC. So,
oh man,
we'll see, man.
Prepare themselves for that.
I think so. Looking at this, I think PlayStation, they've done the math, right? They've done the math that if they increase this much, even if they lose a certain amount of people, the people that stay will make up more than enough by paying this price. So they've already done the math. They know what they're doing. But us as consumers, we just keep on.
Yeah.
Take my money. Take my money.
A lot of people are eventually going to come back when the right game comes around. So, yep.
Yeah. Crazy Sony. Goddamn Sony. But yeah, that's the last story for tonight. Before we get out of here, we're gonna go ahead and do games coming out this week because I actually have no idea what's coming out this week.
Neither do I.
So games coming out this week. You have Eternites, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and PC. That comes out tomorrow. Nor Play With Your Food. Oh, I remember this game. I did want to play this. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PC, and Mac, September 12th. Super Bomberman R2 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Is Super Bomberman R2, is this free? I'm thinking not because it says pre-order. No.
Yeah.
$50 on Switch, $50 on, so it's $50 across the board. Why didn't I not remember this? Because Super Bomberman R came out on Switch, right? And it ended up being free to play later on.
Correct.
Huh. I didn't even know a 2 was coming out. I mean, I do like Bomberman, but Super
It's
Bomberman.
fun with friends.
I mean, I like Bomberman in general, even without that. I'm gonna have to take a look at it.
$50.
Yeah, no, that's a lot for Bomberman. All right, and then you got Gumbrella coming out, indie game on Switch and PC. Oh, I'm pretty excited for that game. I'm not gonna be able to play it though. Just don't have the time.
Gumbrella?
Yeah, it's I'll show you. Why does it take me to GameStop? I don't support GameStop. Yeah, it's a Devolver Digital game, and you know I'm a fan of all Devolver Digital games.
Oh, really? Yeah, I like the art style.
Yeah.
pixelated. What game does this remind you of? Metal Slugs for me.
Yeah, but the combat looks crazy. Like you're flying with the umbrella. You're gonna have different guns. Kind of. Dang, what is the game? You know, it does remind me of a game.
I can't remember. Oh, my camera went out.
It reminds me of Cave Story, actually.
Cave Story.
Oh, why is your camera gone?
Because it knows we are at the end of tonight's. Although we do have a couple more games that come up.
Yeah, let me finish this. That's funny. You're here, but you're not. Wow, crazy. And I can't even.
That game does look fun.
Okay. So other games coming out while Yano's invisible. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, The Hidden Treasures of Area Zero, The Teal Mask. That's the expansion. Comes out on 13th. Ad Infinitum, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS on PC on the 14th. AK, how do you say that? Zolotl? Those little weird, it's a Mexican animal lizard thing. But that comes out September 14th on P5, Xbox Series X, S, P4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Deceit 2 on PC, September 14th.
Ooh.
Yeah, Dune, Spice Wars comes out on PC, September 14th. Monster Hunter Now is finally coming out to Android devices. Android and iOS. I'm going to try this out. It's the game made by the same Niantic.
Oh, Niantic.
Yeah, it comes out September 14th. Gonna try that out. Solar Ash comes out Xbox Series X, S, and Xbox One on the 14th. The Crew Motorfest. I didn't know The Crew was having a new game. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, September 14th. Thunder Ray, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, P4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on the 14th. And Baten Kaitos 1 and 2 HD Remaster on Switch, September 15th.
A lot of fun games coming out this week.
Yes, it is. So yeah, I mean, it seems like all these indie games are like, all right, let's wait till Starfield comes out, and then let's drop the bomb today. But yeah, that is the end of our show, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah. So with that, if you want more content from YanoNick, where can they find you, Yano?
You can find me, YanoNick, over at NK underscore YanoNick over at X or Twitter. And you can also find me over on Twitch, where hopefully I'll be making a return very soon at YanoNick at twitch.tv. BTG, where can we find you and more of your lovely content?
Right here on Team Nike's Twitch channel or on our YouTube. Primarily, I've been doing the podcast. It's fun. This is the thing I like to do. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll catch you guys Thursday. And remember, this has been Night Kids After Dark podcast, where gamers discuss gamer things every Monday and Thursday live 8:30 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Team Night Kids or on our on podcast services around the world or on YouTube. All right, we will see you guys Thursday. Later,
y'all.